Hello all. In today's physiology lecture, we will be studying about one of the methods of glycolysis, that is Entner-Diodoff pathway. Now previously in my earlier lectures, I have told you two different cycles of glycolysis. When we say glycolysis, it is the conversion or breakdown of glucose into pyruvate. This is what happens in all the glycolytic pathways or in all the routes of glycolysis. We have spoken about two different routes of glycolysis, that is EMP pathway and HMP shunt. This is the third method or mechanism of glycolysis, in which again we start out with the same substrate, that is glucose. We end up with the same product, that is pyruvate, but there is a small difference or there is a small change in the route or in the mechanism. Now this pathway, Entner-Diodoff pathway, is shown or it is seen only in a few organisms, namely a few gram-negative bacteria, which lack a very important enzyme called as phosphofructokinase. Now this is an enzyme that is seen in EMP pathway or in the other glycolytic pathways, wherein it catalyzes the conversion of fructose 6-phosphate into fructose 1,6-bisphosphate. This important step catalysis is being carried out by phosphofructokinase. Those organisms which lack phosphofructokinase and when they are in the need of catalyzing or breaking down glucose, they show this pathway, that is Entner-Diodoff pathway. So the organisms which show this ED pathway, it is abbreviated as ED pathway. The organisms which show this ED pathway or Entner-Diodoff pathway include certain gram-negative bacteria such as Rhizobium, Pseudomonas, Azotobacter, etc. These are a few gram-negative bacteria which show this ED pathway. The reason being they lack the phosphofructokinase enzyme. So Pseudomonas, Azotobacter, we even have Agrobacterium or Zymomonas. All of these are examples of organisms which show Entner-Diodoff pathway. So we start with glucose, we end up with pyruvate. It's just the mechanism that is different. Let us look into the pathway. The pathway starts with glucose. As we know, it is a method of glycolysis, so it has to start with the breakdown of glucose. In the first step, the glucose is being converted or getting phosphorylated into glucose 6-phosphate. This step is similar to what is seen in the EMP pathway. So the enzymes and the other cofactors that are required are the same. Glucose is getting phosphorylated to glucose 6-phosphate. Name of the enzyme here is hexokinase. Please remember, kinase is the enzyme that is involved in transfer of phosphate group. And when phosphate has to be transferred, that is donated by ATP. So adenosine triphosphate is donating its phosphate and getting converted into adenosine diphosphate. And here, the cofactor that is required is Mg2+. So whenever we have a kinase enzyme, it is requiring Mg2+ as a cofactor to function. So the first step is phosphorylation of glucose to glucose 6-phosphate. In the next step, glucose 6-phosphate is getting converted into 6-phosphogluconolactone. Now this step is similar to the HMP shunt or the PPP that we have studied about in the earlier class. So here, glucose 6-phosphate is getting converted into 6-phosphogluconolactone. 6-phosphogluconolactone. This is the next product that is being formed. In this step, we are having a redox reaction that is taking place. So NADP is getting reduced to NADPH2. And in this process, we are having oxidation of glucose 6-phosphate into 6-phosphogluconolactone. The enzyme involved over here, because it is a redox reaction, the enzyme that is involved over here is glucose phosphate dehydrogenase. Please remember, dehydrogenase is an enzyme that is involved in the redox reactions. So dehydrogenase is the enzyme. We are having reduction of NADP into NADPH2 and oxidation of glucose 6-phosphate into 6-phosphogluconolactone. In the next step, which is also similar from that of the HMP pathway, 6-phosphogluconolactone is being converted into 6-phosphogluconate. In this process, we have addition of a molecule of water, and name of the enzyme over here is lactonase. So till here, the steps are similar to what we have seen in HMP shunt or in PPP, that is pentose phosphate pathway. Now from here, there is a difference in the steps of ED pathway. The 6-phosphogluconate is being acted upon by an enzyme called as dehydrase. Now, like the name says, if we say it is dehydrase, there is a molecule of water that is being lost. So, 6-phosphogluconate is being acted upon by the enzyme dehydrase, which means there is loss of a molecule of water. And name of the enzyme here is dehydrase, to form a very important product, that is 2-keto 3-deoxy 6-phosphogluconate. This is the product that is being formed by the action of dehydrase enzyme. Now, if you see here, 2-keto 3-deoxy 6-phosphogluconate is also attributing to the name of this reaction, that is, this reaction or this pathway is also called as KDPG pathway, because this is the first product that is formed that is unique to this pathway. So this pathway is also called as KDPG, which is coming from, or this abbreviation is derived from 2-keto 3-deoxy 6-phosphogluconate. Now this KDPG is the main product that is formed in this pathway, and from here the pathway is almost over. This is acted upon by the enzyme aldolase, which splits the 6-carbon compound into 2 3-carbon compounds. So we have KDPG, that is 2-keto 3-deoxy 6-phosphogluconate, being acted upon by the enzyme aldolase. It is being acted upon by the enzyme aldolase to give 2 3-carbon compounds. One is pyruvate, so we are directly obtaining pyruvate over here. And the other 3-carbon compound that is obtained is glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. Now, if you remember, glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate is a compound that is found in the EMP pathway as well. So, glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate will eventually go through the other steps of the EMP pathway to give us one more molecule of pyruvate. This is the ED pathway or the KDPG pathway. ED pathway stands for the Entner-Dodorov pathway, the scientists who have elucidated this pathway, and KDPG because this is the first product that is being formed that is unique to this pathway. KDPG stands for 2-keto 3-deoxy 6-phosphogluconate, a 6-carbon compound that is being split to form 2 3-carbon compounds. One is a pyruvate and the other one is glyceraldehyde, which eventually gives us pyruvate. So let us look into the net reaction of this pathway. When we see the net reaction of ED pathway, from one molecule of glucose, we are obtaining 2 molecules of pyruvate. Though we have used up ATP in the first step, during the conversion of glyceraldehyde to pyruvate, we get 2 molecules of ATP. So the net ATP obtained is only 1. And we are getting from NADP and NAD, we obtain NADH2 and NADPH2 as well. So this is the net reaction of ED pathway, which is seen in case of certain gram-negative bacteria that lack the important enzyme phosphofructokinase. Not all organisms show ED pathway. They prefer to show EMP pathway if they can, because the ATP obtained over there is more. But if they lack the enzyme, then they have to go for this pathway, that is Entner-Dodorov pathway. So I hope you all have understood this pathway. In the next class, we will be looking into the TCA cycle or the Krebs cycle. Thank you.